never go back and forth with these type of people, because literally it will just hurt you in the end. Don't go back and forth, just cut them off. Yeah, I hate going back and forth with people. I'm just like, yeah, I already see how you are. I don't care whether you're my family. I don't care whether it's my boyfriend's family. I don't care if it's, you know, someone down the street. Like, if I can see how you are and I don't like the character that you are, and it doesn't sit well with me, it doesn't sit well with my energy, then I've got no reason to be talking to you or bonding with you or trying to make friendships. 5 things you should avoid doing in your 20s. So number 1 for me would be not stepping out of your comfort zone. Don't want to be that person who now starts looking back at everything you said that you wanted to do, but now you were starting to regret it because you didn't take that leap and just do it. Instead, you was too focused about maybe doubting yourself or other people, what they would think. But in reality, you should never let other people, or even yourself as an individual yourself, can even block your own blessings. It doesn't even have to be your peers around you, but your peers around you can never stop you from doing what you really want to do. In your 20s, you should already be planning out a path you're trying to go down or where you want to be. Doesn't mean you have to be there right now, but at least in a couple of years time, you kind of know the road that you want to be taking. And I feel like if you don't know, it's not a problem, but you should definitely start thinking about it and wait for no one. And once you're at that age and all your friends are at their stage and you're still there because you was too busy, you know, wasting time with your friends or partying too hard or whatever, and now it's like you're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna feel good in general. So you don't want to be that person who waits too long. It could literally be as simple as trying to figure out what your goals are. If you don't know what your goals are, let's do some research. Start thinking about what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. Do you really like working at your job you are right now? Do you really like what you're studying in uni? Do you see yourself going far in that particular career? Do you see yourself doing this job that you're in right now for the rest of your life? If not, then it's time to start replanning different things. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't get caught up looking at what your friends are doing or what the next man's doing. Obviously, social media can play a big part in this, but you shouldn't let that distract you. Also, don't even let your parents tell you what road you need to be going down once you're older, because the times are different. What they might have been doing may not work for you. So whether they do it or not, they could have been happy doing it, but when you do it, you realize that's not even what you want to do. So don't even listen to people around you. It could even be your family in that aspect, because only you know what you like and you know what you don't like. Your parents might know exactly what you don't like once you start doing it. So listen to yourself, and only you know what you want to do. Okay, so my second thing to avoid doing in your 20s, I would say, is wasting your money on BS. Like literally just wasting your money away. Of course, yes, you're still in your early 20s, you're still in your 20s, you want to enjoy your life, you still want to have fun. That's perfectly fine. I still want to enjoy my life and I'm still young compared to most people. That doesn't mean not think about, you know, where I want things to be in the next couple years. This stuff is adding up, so just be mindful of what you're doing. So social media are telling you to buy clothes here and there, telling you to buy new fits, but sometimes you're forgetting maybe these people that you're looking at are in the position to be buying clothes. These people you're looking at, they're getting sent clothes to their house all the time. They're getting sent clothes for free to promote for you guys to wear, and then you think that you can go and buy them all the time, and then you got no money, and then you're complaining you got no money left at the end of the month. Like, be mindful of what you're doing. You don't have to always do what everyone on social media is doing. That's why social media can be a really good thing. You know, if you want to start your business, if you want to start this, it's a really good thing, but then it has its cons as well, because people really start comparing, people really start getting depressed, people start seeing things they don't even want to see, they wish they never saw, on the wrong side of the bed. So, you know, like, you just gotta be mindful. It's good to just have a little habit to start saving a little bit of your paycheck. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. At least you're setting some money aside every time you get paid, and just don't touch it. Like, if it helps, take the money out and put it somewhere, but make sure it's safe though, because in the bank it is safer. But then again, how quickly can you just type in your PIN number and get access to your money, or transfer it over and then spend it? Because I used to do that. So that's what I'm saying. Find the best way for you on how to save. It's so easy to repeat generational curses. It's so easy to just repeat the same mistakes as your family. So listen, if you don't want to be ending up in the same situation, if you had a bad situation, it's time in your 20s to start avoiding start avoiding these habits. Okay, so my third thing to avoid doing in your 20s is don't rush to have children. I know some people's situation is different, mistakes happen. Some people generally want kids with the person they're with. Some people generally just want kids when they're young, whether they're with someone or not, it doesn't matter. Everyone has a different situation. But me personally, I just feel like, of course, there's never a right time to have kids. I mean, there's never a time where you're ready, because you'll never be ready enough, whether that's financially, whether that's emotionally, whether that's like security, just in general. You'll never be, no one is ever ready, like 100% all boxes ticked to have a child, to bring a child into the world. But you'd rather be more ready financially, more ready emotionally, mentally, than, you know, half of it. And when you're in your early 20s, I don't feel like, more times you're not that ready financially, let's be honest. More times you're still living at your parents' house, you know, it's just a lot. So I feel like, and more times there's more chance of you becoming a single parent at that age as well. Not saying that you can do it when you're 30s and still become a single parent, but there's more chance when you're younger, because you're still both going to grow up and then find out you're not even compatible. And better to bring up a child in a two-parent healthy home, because you can have two parents that are both toxic and then that's not good as well. But I mean two-parent and two healthy parents with each other. Like I said, better to give the kid both parents than one. You know, it's good for a child to have the father in their life. I mean, if they're a good father, of course, if there's nothing wrong with them. And just like it's good for them to have the mother in their life. But then again, it's completely up to you. These are just my opinions. If you do feel that you have the support, and you know, you have your mom around, you have everyone, you have people around, because me personally, I think it's nice if you do have like your mom around when you do first have a child, or you do have like someone around to help you. Okay, as for now with toxic relations, having toxic relations, avoid having toxic friends. It's seriously not worth it. Say like when you're in your 20s, you kind of find out, you're figuring yourself out, you see your friends years ago may not be going down the same path as you when you're growing up, so that's fine. Naturally it's gonna split ways, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting older, so things are gonna start changing anyways. It can happen with a friend, a long-time partner, a long-time friendship. If there's things changing, there's no reason to keep going back and forth if you can clearly see nothing's changing. So bye, goodbye, cut them off, carry on. Trust me, you will sleep much better at night. So my fourth point on things to avoid during your 20s is comparing. This literally, humans have been comparing with each other, with friends, with strangers, since the beginning of time. Now, since social media has come into play and has been in play for a while, people are really losing their heads and really losing the plot. Comparing will always have a negative effect on you in the end. It just does not help. Once you hit your early 20s, people start getting engaged, people start getting pregnant, people start, you know, I've seen so many people having to like delete their social medias like constantly because of this, like because they simply wake up and then they see things they don't want to see and it ruins their whole day. This is why when you wake up, try not to check your phone first thing in the morning. Do you know what I mean? You check your phone, you've seen something you don't like, you've seen someone you don't like, or you've just seen BS and foolishness on your phone, on your social media, and now it's affected your mood. Now your mood is, you know, it's down there. You don't want that. What I do is I follow things I only want to follow. Saying that every single person I follow I have to be so close with. I mean, you can still be mutual with them, but if this is a person I don't like, I don't need to follow you. Whether you could be family, you could be in-laws, doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to be obliged to, you know, keep people on your thing. That's why there's an unfollow button for a reason. There's a delete someone's number for a reason. Mute someone for a reason. You know, you don't have to see things you don't want to see. It's your phone. You know what I mean? You follow what you want to follow. If you only want to follow dumb like silly memes and funny jokey stuff, and that's fine. Obviously it's not really going to be the best in motivating you in what you want to do in your 20s, because you're just going to be waking up and seeing that every day, and then you're going to be comparing your friends who are actually going out there and doing what they want to do. So things that you actually want to do and that's going to help you. You can follow like even people who follow like loads of the like girls' instas with fashion because they want to do fashion, so they're getting inspo. That's good, that's positive. But if you're following drama and all that all the time, that's just dead to me. Like it's not gonna help you progress. Like I said, there's an unfollow button for a reason, there's a delete button for a reason. You don't have to talk to people, you know, because you feel obliged to. You don't have to talk to people who are toxic and they're your family or they're your in-laws or you don't have to get people's numbers outside of work. I don't even like getting people's numbers like that in work or that unless they ask me and it's like we're actually okay, then it's fine. But as far as that, you don't have to do extra. Only compare yourself to yourself. Don't compare yourself to these other people out there, to the next man out here, to the next girl out here. Don't compare yourself to your family members, to anyone. Compare yourself to yourself, and that way you actually start moving forward and you will not be stuck. Okay, so my last point on have things to avoid while doing in your 20s is settling for anything less than best. Okay, so listen, there's a time and a place to compromise, and in your 20s is not the time to be compromising. So what I'm saying is, be picky about the people you're choosing to spend your time with, and this can go for any age. Of course, this is for any age. You should be picky about the people you choose to spend in your time, but the reason I say it's 20s is because 20s is like the next steps of trying to figure out where you want to go. You know, after you finish uni, college, whatever you finish, you want to try and now be focusing. Of course, you want to enjoy yourself because you've just been studying. You motivate you, you know, you're on two complete different pages, and that's the same with relationships. Of course, it's only gonna just hold you back in the long run, and you don't want to look back years later and be like, I could have done way more if I didn't have this person, you know, holding on to me. Cut people off if you need to, you know, distance yourself if you need to. You don't have to cut them off, maybe even distance yourself, you know, just so it's not a big distraction. This is literally family, in-laws, friends, anyone that you feel like you need to distance yourself so you can focus more on yourself. Do so, because you're only looking out for yourself at this point. You shouldn't be looking out for every other person. 10 times out of 10, they're not worried about you, they're worried about their self and what they're trying to do and what their next steps are. So you should definitely be focusing on yourself. But I'm here making this video to help you lot and to open your eyes and to really sit down and have a think about the people who are around you in your circle, etc. Whether that be any of the 5 points that I've mentioned, I hope it helps you. Let me know your opinions down below and which one of these 5 points can you actually really relate to. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the endless support on my channel. Don't forget to give this video a like if you did enjoy it, or if you just simply could relate or these have happened to you, and obviously comment down below. I love hearing all your comments and your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you on my next video. Bye.